Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video. I'm here patiently waiting for the new third and final Star Wars trailer that's going to be released tonight, October 19th, 2015. I can't wait for that shit. It's going to be awesome. I freaking love Star Wars, and Star Wars Episode 7 comes out and freaking this December. Freaking awesome stuff. Can't wait to see the new trailer. I hope it's epic and, everything we would want in a trailer. I'll probably end up making a review for it, after it's done, which, we'll see what happens with that. But that being said, to waste my time and to continuously waste time for that trailer to be released, and I unfortunately and, ironically waste all of your time, I'm here to talk some more Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice news. Now, seeing as how I'm kind of late to this specific topic, I specifically didn't want to talk about it, mostly due to the fact that it didn't feel like it was worth talking about, because it didn't really feel like a credible source that it was coming from, so I decided not to talk about it. But seeing as how it was updated recently, I decided, actually just yesterday it was updated, I decided, screw it, I'm going to just make a topic over it, just to see everyone else's thoughts on it, because it's a very interesting topic, depending on whether or not it's true or false. But let's get right down into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's essentially the rumor that Doomsday, the notorious Superman villain, or as I like to call him, the monster creature thing that killed Superman, because he's not really of a character in of itself, but whatever, Doomsday may or may not be actually in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. We have been speculating over the course of this year alone, just discussing that the main bad guy besides Lex Luthor might end up being Doomsday due to some form of scientific research or creation due to LexCorp and, Michael Shannon's General Zod body, or, some kind of Kryptonian technology of some kind. We do not know. However, apparently a person who was involved with the movie has something different to say. And of course, if you don't know what I'm talking about, essentially Sean Ray, who works at Moving Picture Company, which is a visual effects shop that's working on Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, amongst the many probably visual effects shops that are working on that freaking movie, wrapped up their portion on Dawn of Justice, and essentially Ray went onto Instagram to celebrate. He essentially was happy that he got to work on this amazing movie that I personally cannot wait to see, and I went to Instagram and said, hey, fuck it, yeah, yeah, fucking celebrating and shit, and that's all cool, fun, and games for him. Unfortunately for all of us, he went to the comment section of his post, which of course, if you've not seen, it was this photograph of the Trinity next to a text that said "Bats a rap" or whatever the hell, and he essentially was asked the question, did you create the model for Doomsday? Because apparently Sean Ray, as he explained on his Instagram or wherever the hell, he explained that he is a 3D creator and of course a creature artist for Moving Picture Company. So essentially he was asked a question, because if he's a creature designer, the number one thing you're going to want to ask yourself when it pertains to this kind of a movie is, did you work on Doomsday? Because that's the big question. And he replied simply, unfortunately, he's not in the film, maybe in the Man of Steel sequel or Justice League film, who knows? And that was essentially it, and that was the number one comment that got all of the fanboys crazy. The internet broke. People were like, what the fuck did that guy say? Is it true? Is it false? Who the hell knows? And I did not talk about it, because I did not give a shit, because at the end of the day, does it really matter if Doomsday is or isn't in this movie? I mean, Lex Luthor is the main bad guy. That's pretty prevalent and pretty freaking obvious. He is the bad guy. He's the mastermind of this movie. Now, granted, is he the one throwing the punches? Is he the one who's physically dominating over Superman and possibly Batman and even maybe Wonder Woman? Because there is specific sequences when you go back and check out the Comic-Con trailer where it kind of feels like the Trinity is at war, and they're kind of fighting, and you see kind of Wonder Woman kind of gets thrown around a little bit, and she's obviously battling something. Now, who could that be? Could it be Superman? I don't know. Is it, Lex Luthor, or is it a creation by Lex Luthor? Is it Doomsday, or is it Michael Shannon's flipper hands? Who the fuck knows? But I didn't really care, because Doomsday being in the movie or not being in the movie is not a make or break situation with me. If he's not in the movie, or is in the movie, it's not going to kill me inside. You know, it's not going to kill me. I still am going into this movie very anticipating that it's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see it still. But I do want that element of surprise, which I'm sure and hope a lot of other people want, which is we want us to be surprised as to who is the real true villain of this movie. And we want to be honestly, completely 100% surprised as to whether or not it is Doomsday in the movie, or if it isn't Doomsday and it's some kind of other, you know, original character created for the movie, or like a version of Lex Luthor where he has superpowers, or, you know, that kryptonite suit that he has in the comic books and animated series and stuff like that. We do not know. And that's what I like. I like the element of surprise. So the fact that people are going crazy over Sean Ray's comments is kind of absurd at the end of the day, because one, we don't know if he's credible. We don't know if he makes if what he said was true, or if he was trying to throw people off. But at the same time, this is where, you know, things get a little sketchy, which is apparently yesterday he had deleted his Instagram post and his entire account. So it's completely gone. It's erased from history. Well, of course, not completely, because, hell, it's the fucking internet. Everything's not erased completely. However, it's official. Freaking, he deleted that shit. Is it because he was not supposed to say that? Because for those of you who don't know, when you're a part of these kind of big blockbuster movies, you sign a deal in your contract where you're not allowed to say anything, especially if you're a part of the production side of the movie. If you're like an actor, or if you're, you know, depending, if you're like one of the main actors, you know, like if Ben Affleck wanted to talk about his experiences on the movie or talk about Batman, he can do that. If Zack Snyder wants to talk about the movie, he can do that. If Warner Brothers, the people who own this movie, want to talk about it, they can do that. But the people who are physically, you know, the backbone and who are in the grit and fucking, you know, creating the movie, they're not allowed to say shit. They can't say anything. They're not allowed, you know. So maybe what he said slipped off the tongue that he completely did not realize, and they were like, fucking idiot, don't do that, and they slapped him on the wrist, and that's it. That's the end of his shit. So I don't really know. Is it true? Is it false? I really don't care. But at the same time, it is kind of interesting that this could be an actual fact, because if it weren't true, why did his shit go away? But if it is true, then that whole account being deleted kind of makes it a little bit more credible. You know what I mean? So it's a real mixed bag in my opinion. I really don't care at the end of the day, because I'm still going into the movie with a lot of anticipation, a lot of hope that it's going to be amazing. And it's my #1 movie of next year, of 2016. That's my #1 movie amongst the many comic book movies that are coming out next year. That's #1 on my book, and I can't wait to fucking see it. And I've been waiting for this movie for over 20 years. It should have came out like fucking 10 years ago, but whatever. It's finally here, and I fucking want to see it. But is Doomsday in it? I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me if he is or isn't in the movie. And if he was credible, if he was not credible, I don't think his shit would have been deleted or anybody would really care. But seeing as how it was deleted and seeing as how it was erased from the internet, do you think it is true? So that's pretty much my overall question that I want a lot of whoever's viewing this video to comment, to please comment below, which is, what are your personal thoughts on this topic? Do you think Doomsday is or isn't in the movie? And do you think Sean Ray's comments is true and or false? And let me know your personal thoughts on that in the comment section below. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below what your personal thoughts are. Later today is Star Wars Episode 7, the third and final trailer. I will be doing a review later this week on that. I can't wait to see it. Hope you guys check it out also. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jonch12. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Jonch12.